It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Eye of the Nation are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights are reserved.
Welcome to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
I'm Sadie Brown.
Thank you so much for joining us. And today, I would like to say, this ain't no 242 day. I dressed like a PLP today.
You know, I honestly forgot it was 242 Day.
It's scatterbrain.
One of my coworkers did message me. She's like, "Hey, Sonny, don't forget it's 242 Day. Wear your colors."
What that means?
And honestly, I woke up this morning in such a rush that I completely forgot to wear my colors. So I still didn't
You wearing
even.
it? You wear this?
No, this is just black.
You should say this is for the strong, indomitable spirit of the Bahamian people. You could get away with that.
What is your problem
We
with
wouldn't have known
242
if you
Day?
did. I think it's silly.
The only problem I have with 242 Day is I feel like it should be a holiday. If you're gonna say it's 242 Day, if you're gonna say we doing this, then give me a day off.
Can I ask you a question?
Y'all know I love to
Can I
ask for
you
a day off
question?
now.
Can I ask you a question? How is 242 woven into the fabric of the Bahamian culture?
What they're saying is 242 Day, in case you didn't know, 242 Day is the day that you were supposed to indulge in all things Bahamian, right?
Sure.
So you go to Bahamian restaurants, you eat Bahamian food, you buy Bahamian art, you listen to Bahamian music, you wear your Bahamian colors, you just be full of pride. That
Fine.
is what 242
Can you
is.
tell me then, is 242 like the national lottery number?
What are you talking about? 242 is our zip code, the phone number thing.
The area code?
The area code.
Do you
yeah.
remember when the area code used to be 809?
No, I'm not as old as
Okay,
you.
and
I'm
what will
not.
we do when the
can't-
area code becomes 783?
It's not gonna
304?
change. Oh my
Yeah, but
goodness.
it's changed before.
242 is what we all know
The Bahamas
to be.
is?
What the Daddy White song is? I'm from the 242.
Yes.
Baby,
And
what
we
it
wasn't
do?
always the 242, and there may come a point where this is silliness.
It's not silliness.
It is the most scatter.
Happy
Okay.
242
Then what
Day
is-
to everybody else
It's
that's
foolishness.
proud to be Bahamian. This man clearly have a problem.
You know when I tell people I'm proud to be a Bahamian? On National Pride Day.
Pride Day is something different now, child. Pride means something different now. You
But
can't
not
say
nationally.
Pride Day.
Them people, they have their pride. I have national pride.
I
And
just-
so on National Pride Day, I just wear my Bahamian colors. I just fly my Bahamian flag. I just drink switch
Why are
out
you
the
so
can.
mad at
Because
242 Day?
242 Day don't make sense.
You have on your blue and your...
I dress like a PLP. I wanted to come here and show them what a decent PLP would look like if I was a PLP. But praise the Lord, I'm an FNA. I just dress like a PLP today.
You and your Bahamian colors.
I'm not-
Stop being angry
I'm not-
and mischievous for no reason.
It is a
Happy
sil-
242 Day to everybody that is
What
celebrating.
are we tying it
242.
to? All
We're
it
tying
is,
it to National Pride. I
I just
think
have
that we don't-
national pride on National Pride Day.
Okay, so can I have another day? Is it bothering you?
Yes.
Why?
But,
Why is it bothering you?
okay, if we have National Pride Day and that for Pride, and we have Independence Day and that for Pride 2.0, what is is 242 day for? And what are we going to do when the area code changed to 376?
Well, the area code isn't changing, and this
It
is what they
changed
say. It
before.
is a day designed to bring the country alive with our beautiful national
Yeah.
colors displayed everywhere
boy.
in the Providence, throughout the Family Islands. We welcome all government ministries, and everybody downstairs have on their shirts. I honestly,
know
it's just
why?
me that forgot.
They could at least make this the one day of the year you get free count salad or something. But just 242 day, I don't know who's out in the room.
That's
You
fine.
know, what's a bunch
That's
of college
fine.
people?
That's fine. We actually
can tell
don't
you
care
that.
if you like it or not. We don't care. We're still going to celebrate.
If I
You're
was-
still going to buy me some cum salad when
I
we
was
get off
Prime
the show.
Minister for one day,
You're still. Nobody is.
Prime Minister for one
Nobody
day,
will ever make you
first thing I
prime.
do is buy a helicopter. Second thing I do, make abortion legal up to 21. And the third thing I do is never have another 242 day until the rapture comes.
My only problem with 242 day is it should be a holiday. Give me another holiday. I am
You
for
don't
anybody.
get no day off
I
for
am-
National Pride Day.
Okay, well then give me that as a holiday. I don't care. I
You know
don't.
that the
I'm
Bahamas
sorry.
has-
I have
the
bigger
Bahamas has the
issues to
most
fry
holidays.
than.
The Bahamas is one of the
I
countries
don't
with the
care.
most holidays in the Western Hemisphere.
We
You know
need
that, right?
more. We need more.
Look, I say it slowly. The Bahamas happens to
Okay.
be one of the countries in the Western Hemisphere with the most holidays. You can't ask for more holidays than Jessica.
Good for you. I want another holiday. You
And-
can't tell me what to do. Just like how you mad for nothing, I'm okay with 242
What you
days.
mean? Everywhere I go, happy 242. What that mean?
Are you okay? Do you need someone to speak to?
You know something? When
You
you
need
say
to
happy
talk to
242
someone.
day to me, I can say, Abka Jeff Kasef Manofla says, since you like to just say silly things, let's just say silly things to one another.
Happy 242 Day Bahamas. We'll be
After
back,
Jeff
we'll
Cassette,
be
but not
back
says
right
to you
after
too.
this break. Happy 242 Day.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing no matter what.
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience, with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I believe it. Listen to me. You all have no idea how fantastic the breaks are. She's over here defending 242 Day with grit and might. And she cannot seem to tell me justifiably, because women can argue anything. They just cannot do it within reason. She cannot within reason, is it on? She cannot within reason justifiably say to me, why would this make any sense? Did anybody
Can I
die
hear
on
me?
242 Day? Did anybody born on 242?
You about to die on 242 Day if you don't leave us alone. We
Did we
do
buy
know
any-
someone that's born on 242 Day. We gonna tell her happy birthday now, or we waiting?
You want to do it now? On three.
One, two, three. Happy birthday, Keyshawn.
There you
Our
go.
producer, she been having a birthday. Let me tell you something. I thought that I
Birthday
was.
for 88 days.
I thought I was the queen of birthdays, but let me tell you, her birthday was for 7,828 days.
Oh,
She
we
even
supposed
gave
to-
us
we supposed to put
these.
the hat on. If I wear this, they really size PLP. Plus, I have an adult head and this a baby hat.
That she wore. There you go.
There you have it.
Okay, that's not
Ta-da.
gonna stay. But happy birthday, Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Can I take it off now?
Take yours off so I get to take mine off.
Okay.
Thank you.
But besides everything else, we do have a full packed, fun show for you guys today. One of Levin's favorite topics.
Yeah. The scientists say. The scientists say.
You wouldn't even let me finish. What? I mean, you wouldn't even let me finish, but go ahead.
The scientists say all this bunch of agriculture you all got going on, that's why you all marriage failing. Yeah? You all is meet on Monday, and next thing you know, you all grinding corn into grits on Tuesday, and then you're grinding the corn into flour on Wednesday, and when you get married,
Oh, jeez.
ain't no more corn left. So since ain't no more corn left, you all can't figure out why to stay together, and that's why your marriage is failing. That's what he said.
None of that's what was said. But can we actually play what was said, and then
Okay.
we can have a real
You
discussion
listen,
about
tell me
it?
if that what you hear.
Yeah, let's play what was said.
Tonight, a marriage and family counselor highlighting what may be the driving factor behind the rise in divorce here in the Bahamas. Our Rebecca Bain has the details tonight.
When you meet on Tuesday, have sex on Thursday, and get married next week, Wednesday, you have a recipe for disaster.
In the Bahamas, 1 in every 5 marriages ends in divorce, and recent findings from the University of the Bahamas International Journal of Bahamian Studies suggest that infidelity can be one of the main contributors. But marriage and family counselor Barrington Brennan says their timeline may be the actual issue.
People are making the mistake of rushing into marriage based on feelings, not intellectual decisions. They may be coming from a wounded place, not loved and cherished by the significant others around them. They have a low self-esteem, and here it is. This woman, this man brings life to me. So I'm certain that this is the right thing to do.
While divorce and legal separation numbers continue to rise, Brennan notes an uptick in individuals who desire marriage, sometimes missing out on the very stages that can contribute to a lasting relationship. And for some, these practices are abandoned after saying, "I do."
The very things that you did to attract each other, the same things you ought to do. You got to take the time to date. You got to still remember to hug every day. You have to ensure that you kiss every day. You have to ensure that you show appreciation and vow to yourself that you will not fight verbally.
But what's the typical dating timeline for relationships?
That's all you need is 1 year. And then maybe another year to prepare for marriage and get married 18 months to 36 months. But when you start going to 60-something months, 4 years is not healthy.
Brennan warns that neglecting these simple but essential practices can lead to infidelity and encourages singles and married couples to pursue premarital and marital counseling to build a stronger foundation.
You want me to translate it for you?
No, because whatever you heard is not what the rest of us heard.
The man say, you go on and meet Francesca Tuesday. You say, wow, Francesca, you have this whole field of corn here. You feel like grinding these corn into grits? You say, yes. So now we grinding corn into grits. Grind, 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 corn into grits, corn into grits. You say, oh boy, you're so good at grinding corn into grits, you think you could grind corn into flour? I say, watch this.
Okay.
Corn into flour, corn into flour, corn into flour. Then I marry you because I tell my friends, y'all ain't gonna believe how good she could grind corn into flour, my brother. When I marry you now, you know what you say? You don't even like corn flour no more. So now, I want corn flour. You ain't want to grind the corn into flour no more.
I do
Matter of
not.
fact, you stop growing corn.
All right, you ready?
So
You
now,
finished now?
I tell you what the scientists say.
That's not
The
what he said.
scientists say,
That's not what he said. That is not what he said.
I look over in Sheila's yard and I say, wow, Sheila have plenty corn, eh? So I go over by Sheila and I say, Sheila, you ain't gonna believe when I tell you what my superpower is. Sheila, out of curiosity, can say, what? I say, girl, I could grind so good, I could grind corn straight into flour.
Let me know when you finish. You done?
That's
Okay,
what he's
because that's not what he said. It sounded to me like he's saying people rush into relationships and they rush into jumping into bed with each other without actually getting to know each other. And then when the sexual aspect of the relationship wears down or is done, people discover they really don't like each other.
Then I sound like what I just said.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, boy.
I don't. I
Your
think
people
that
in the comments, tell her she just said the same thing I just said.
I think that that is a part of it, but I also think that social media plays a big role in people getting divorces and relationships not lasting anymore because people are now more envious of the things that they see. You know, I see Sarah husband is bring her lunch to work every day and buy her flowers and buy her this and buy her that, and my husband don't do it, so now I jealous and now I want to go out there and find somebody else that can do it because I'm not satisfied in my marriage. When in actuality you don't know why Sarah husband doing those things or what they had to go through to get those stuff.
Check the back of Sarah's neck.
I think that that's one reason. I think another reason too is social media and the world becoming smaller makes people think that they have more access to people they would never have access to. So now they think they have more options, more choices. If you don't want to do this exactly the way that I want it, well, I could find this person to do it, or I could find this person to do it, or because 20 women like my status, I feel like these 20 women want me. I feel like that's why we have the high divorce rate. I don't really think it's about sleeping with each other soon because our parents used to get married 3 weeks, 3 months later, and they used to start having kids right away.
If you throw a titter and bring the corn to the mill, for Bala to grind in the flour.
Well, Tilla had 18 and 19 children, so something was happening.
All they had was flour in that house.
So I don't think that that is it. I also don't. I think that in our culture too, that we a lot of people believe that if I've been with you a long time, we might as well just get married. Like, what else is there to do? You still have a segment of society that looks down on women that are single after a certain age or haven't been married or doesn't have any kids. As a matter of fact, I think they still call it spinster when you have a kid and you're not married on the birth certificate. You're a spinster, but men are bachelors. So I just feel like if people get married because they feel like it's the right thing to do, it's what they should do, and a lot of them just are not happy.
You know what I think?
Oh, jeez.
I think marriages are failing. And I'm not sure if it's psychology at all, actually. I think it's mathematics. I think marriages are failing because 50% of the people in the marriage has to do 100% of the things in order to get 0% of the benefit. Marriage no longer benefits men.
What?
That's what the truth is. The truth is, we live in the house she thought we should live in. We have the amount of children she thought we should have. I probably work where I work because she didn't think that my job would facilitate whatever her career goal was. 50% of the people in this marriage continue to give up 100% of what they want. When I could literally just be like a loose goat, right? And I could just be out there and enjoy the feel or the spoils of my effort. And I could have one effort for one reward. No, I'm opting to be in this prairie doing every single thing you require and ask or consider or desire for, only to at the end of the day,
I let you finish.
I finish it. Only to at the end of the day, still enjoy exactly what I could have enjoyed in my transactional space.
So Loria, my question to you is, do you like men?
I don't like men. I also don't like abuse.
let me ask you why I say that. Because the majority of the things that men do, they do to impress women. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with a man wanting to work harder or wanting to have a nice car or a nice house to attract the type of woman that he wants to take care of that house? Because you saying that they living in that house, they live in there, but the women are the ones that are taking care of that house.
That's the point.
Hold on, I let you finish.
I let you finish.
Say they having all of these children, but the women are the one taking care of the children. So you help me make these children, but I'm the one that have to take care of them. Yes, you may have bought this house, but I'm the one cooking, cleaning, and making sure this house is a home. I also gave up on my dreams because you acting like men are the only one that give up on theirs. I had to give up on my dreams so I could probably be home as much as I want to now to take care of the bunch of children that you wanted me to have with you.
Or did you?
So is it not a sacrifice? Is it not 50-50? Don't both parties have to give up something to be married?
You're quite right. I have to give up all of the lusty desire that I could go and partake in free.
At some point, you have to get tired of that, though. Men say it all the time.
Or do I?
Well, you may not, but there are men out there who at some point say, I want something stable. I want something real. I want one person I could come home to every day. Instead, I might as well just spend the $50,000 on one woman rather than spending 10 and 20 and 5 all over the place on women that can't do nothing for you.
The $50,000 gets you a lesser benefit, certainly in the things that make you feel good. Certainly. You spend the same $50,000 to feel half as good as you would if you were
I absolutely disagree with that.
Everybody loves Gaston. And so, if you are, in fact, Gaston, you know, everybody's favorite guy, you go out, the same $50,000 could buy you so much more excitement and frolic.
Temporary. So at 50, you're still looking at temporary things.
But when
at 60, when you need someone to take care of you.
my $50,000 in this house, that don't guarantee me this crazy woman ain't in here rowing because the shoe turned counterclockwise versus clockwise like she say it should be.
Because you look at marriage as something that should benefit you instead of something that should benefit both of you.
Well, why would I be doing anything if it don't benefit
Because
me?
it is a sacrifice for two people.
Why
do you feel?
things?
Because sometimes you have to. If you want to be out on the streets, then don't get married. I'm not saying that there aren't men out there who want to be bachelors straight up into their 50s, 60s, and 70s. Do that. I have no problem with that. If that is what you want to do. But do not get into a marriage thinking that, okay, I bought this house, so now I should still be able to do what I want to do. Then just stay single.
No.
And let me just correct you with this, too. Women are leading the households now. So y'all ain't buying a house. Y'all ain't buying the houses no more. The mortgages are in our name. We are paying the majority of the bills. We are paying the majority of the bills. And then on top of that, y'all, and for the ones that aren't paying the majority of the bills, y'all still want us to go 50-50. So we ain't doing that again. We ain't going down this road again. We ain't having that conversation again. Didn't we have another clip?
We do have another clip from the Rev. The Rev say, well, it's such a sad thing, you know. But he think that it was kind of maliciously, you know, planned that this survey came out the way that it came out. Let's hear from the Rev.
Reading that study and really studying it, it is really alarming, and it shows really how far our society has shifted. Really, I was just shocked. I mean, I know that sweethearting was happening for a long time. You hear it, but now for it to be actually put into a study and that you can actually read and quantify and document it, it is very alarming. Our society has drifted tremendously from our forefathers' foundation. I can say that it's really being accepted. You know, each one of us, or most of us, may say that we may know someone who is partaking in this type of activity. It is wrong. I condemn it as a religious leader. I believe in the institution of family. A family is with one husband and one wife with their children. So when you step outside of that religious boundary, then you're stepping outside of the laws of God. So I really do not support it. I pray that we as a society, we as a country, we as a community come together and really confront this evil. I call it an evil because once a family is broken, then that means our social decadence are being destroyed.
Hey, Bahamas.
I say, listen to me. I did hear a little whispering about how much corn.
Oh, jeez. Do you hear something else that the rest of us are not hearing?
What Rev say? Rev say, I used to hear a little corn getting grind in the flour over here. Little corn. Man, you all have a corn mill. I didn't know you all was doing it. This amount, this is evil.
Someone said I have a problem with 50-50. I do not have a problem with 50-50. Let me clarify something. If 70-30, 100-0, 60-40, whatever works in your household, whatever works for you is what I think that you should do. That is my only point. But you cannot ask me for 50-50 of the bills and then I doing 100% of everything else. That is my only problem with 50-50.
Well, the difficulty.
If we're doing 50-50, are we doing 50-50 with everything? I know it is not reasonable in this economy, in this day and age, to have one person that makes so much money that they can take care of an entire household with kids. Most people their salaries combined have to be able to provide that household. I am not oblivious to that. I understand that. And whatever works in your household, do not let anybody tell you what you should do in your house, because they are not in your house. If 50-50 works for you, good for you. If your man or your woman taking care of you 100%, good for you. Whatever works for you, let it work for you.
And all I want to say is at some point we're going to have to agree or admit that happiness belongs to a woman, and that she may be able to lend it to a child or even a dog. But collectively as a society, we have agreed that happiness does not belong to a man.
Whoever hurt you? Can we all collectively?
You all go there
can we
trying
all
to be
collectively
happy.
get this man some therapy?
Happiness
I don't know which
is
woman
a
hurt
woman's.
you. I don't know. I've seen many men happy. I've seen men happy
they told
in
you?
marriages. You know, there are men out there that love their wives. A man called you the other day when we were talking about this and say, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to go home to Grand Corn with my wife.
Yeah.
He pulling a lot of people.
My friend who from Exama, my friend who's cooked soup from Exama.
A lot of people love their wives. There are men who I can agree, you see them at the bar every day, or they stay out until they know the wife sleep. If you're in a situation like that, you should leave. I feel like everybody should be happy. Nobody should be trapped in something they don't want to be in, man or woman. But there are happy
Leaving
marriages.
is also only allowed by women.
There are happy marriages
Woman leave her
out
house,
there.
She know what she wanted. She outgrew the situation. Man leave his house. That poor woman let that man carry her whole youth. You see that? Men spend
Because
so
the
much
majority of the
their
time it's the men who end the marriage. That's why people say that. Because you was with me for 30 years. You took my whole youth. You took everything, and then you left me for a 20-year-old
Man
woman.
don't leave woman.
That is what it...
Man don't leave- a man
No, they
don't
don't leave. They
woman.
just cheat, and then they ask you to leave. Because a lot of y'all ain't bold enough to say, I'm not happy. Y'all would just go there and cheat.
Society don't let man leave woman. And I talking
I am
to you.
so... I
Mister,
feel
you
so
in the
bad
car,
for you.
I talking to you.
I
Don't
feel
look on the
so
window.
bad for you. You are so hurt.
The
I
Spirit
feel
tell me
so
this.
bad for you.
The Spirit tell me this. The man is right now.
The Spirit
driving
don't speak
home
to you.
with his wife in the car. Don't turn this radio down. You know we mean you. Society don't let man leave. Man can't. Woman could leave. Woman could leave anything. Man, and I'm not just talking about relationships.
Thank you for the break.
I'm not just talking about relationships. Man have to stick it through.
That's not true.
Okay.
We're taking a break. I promise you
We
have
live in the
much
house
more
you
than
want to live in.
relationships to talk
We
about
hang in
when
the
we
jacket
come
bed,
back.
you say hang it. I have to sleep on the side of the bed, you say sleep on.
We'll be back right after this.
Don't use the special plate.
What?
Y'all don't move.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Hey, it's time to lock in your vote.
Your vote is your power.
With the new boundaries in place, you may need to transfer or confirm your voter registration.
And if you have never registered or didn't plan to vote,
Don't get left out on one of the most important decisions of your future.
Make sure when election day comes, you're ready to say,
Your say, your vote, your choice.
Have you registered to vote? Join us February 18th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at ILTV Studios on University Drive.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger. It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. She's still bewildered, by the way.
No, if y'all heard the things that this man was talking about, say man building house for women now, well,
all the women them who tell their
these
daughters,
people waiting for their parents to die and they moving in their parents' house.
Don't do this thing. Make sure no man do that thing. The man they let do all them things to them. Build house for them. Every single one of them.
We have other things that we need to talk about.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
Happiness belongs to woman, children, and dogs.
Someone say I need to have a conversation with your mother. I believe that. We need to talk to
these. It's fantastic.
We really...
You want to ask her about the good husband she had? First of all, her husband leave her with something money can't pay for. You see the son she got?
Unfortunate. He could have given us something else. Unfortunate.
Listen to me. If the fella you got in your life give you a son with the kind of chromosomal makeup I got, you were already 40% ahead of all the other women.
Yesterday you was in here with a jungle piece on, fake grass, and doing no bail.
I was trying to help the PLP out.
Okay, all right.
The PLP didn't need little help. You only see the news story today.
Now, that was you,
I won't put it back on and
we can come to fire. We can come to that one after, so people could call in after that one. We got to save the hardest one for right before we allow everybody to start calling in.
Yeah.
But right now, you two, what's something else
I see
you wanted to talk about?
there's been a lot happening on the political scene, and I tell you, it's funny, right? When it turns into or when the internal politics spills on the outside, right? Like it's one thing for the PLP to fight the FNM. It's one thing for Lincoln them to just scream and shout all over the place all the time. It is interesting, though, when you see, even after the machinery is cut on, like, let's not make any mistake, the PLP has cut at least one of the engines on the SSPLP on.
So who fighting, the VLP or the FNM?
The VLP, them.
Because the FNM been fighting, so PLP fighting now?
Obi
Come
Roberts.
on now, during Lent?
But, last week, Obi made video against Denley Ben and saying, now, Denley, I don't want you walking around here telling people you paved no road.
Well, none of them paved the road. The Ministry of Works paved the road.
You're right, because now the sitting MP say, and Obi, he never paved none.
Hold on now. We have the videos, because I remember. Let me see this one.
Good afternoon. My name is Obi Roberts, PLP candidate for the constituency of Southern Shores, and I'm out here in the Marshall Road, Misty Gardens area. And I'm out here clearing down a park area where people normally use to walk in the mornings and evenings in terms of exercising. And they had a concern in which the park was tremendously overgrown, and it was extremely dangerous for them if they come out here and walk with their families or their kids in the mornings or evenings. And so just took it upon myself, in the relationship with the Bahamas Department of Corrections, to help clear down this area to make it safer for the residents of Marshall Roads and Misty Gardens. And this in terms of making the environment safe for all Bahamians, and particularly the constituents of Southern Shores. So Southern Shores, we are here working on your behalf for your safety and your health and wealth.
My name is Leroy Major, the Sitting Member of Parliament for the Free Constituency of Southern Shores. I am here at Marshall Road Walking Trail. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Obi Roberts for having us pass me in. he said that the people at Marshall Road, Misty Gardens have been calling in and letting him know about the situation of the park. He came and he get it done. But I must say that in one of the chat, somebody asked what was the meaning behind this park. Well, today I want to answer that. This park was always on a contract. For some reason, it came off a contract because someone at the PLP headquarters controlled all of my contracts, take it and give it to who they want to give it to. Just to sabotage me. I wanted to know it would not work. And so, Mr. Roberts, we in Marshall Road, we in Misty Gardens, we thank you for cleaning up the mess that you created. As a matter of fact, for the road work that is taking place right now in Millis Heights and Sunset Park, that is phase 2 from what I started. Has nothing to do with you and has nothing to do with the PLP powers. Thank you so much.
Let me translate that.
You all on the same team.
My brother, you ran here talking about how you could clear down park. Well, you had to clear the park down when you and your friend them.
Take it. But nobody wins when the family feuds. But it just seemed very petty. Y'all are on the same team. He's no longer running.
Leroy say clear down the park by great grandma. Y'all don't play with me.
So Leroy has a personal issue with Obi, or is he?
Leroy say y'all sabotage me. I couldn't be a good MP because y'all sabotage me.
But Leroy, you're not running anymore, so I guess they forced Leroy out, I assume now. Because now Leroy coming up because he sound better. But they didn't call Leroy name.
Yeah.
Obi said
that the park suffered neglect. You all mean me? You know, like how the fella, the old man on the stage said to the man on the radio? Same thing. I know you mean me.
I understand, but Leroy his skin have to be thicker than that. He have to realize it's politics time. They trying to win, right?
Yeah.
So he have to say anything. Obi should have gone to him and say, my brother.
Yeah.
I got to say one or two things about you.
Yeah.
I got to say,
meet
we paved the road.
I got to,
but when I get this,
I can
help you out.
I can sit in the office to tie to your chicks.
Or, they should have had a collective meeting.
He obviously was into the meeting.
To say, this is what's going to have to happen.
And then,
but Leroy say, no, you ain't going to talk about me. Leroy, come on. They're going to rescind Leroy PLP membership. Leroy, you financial? You up to date?
Leroy say,
they about to find a way to get rid of him.
Leroy say, honest your friends in the PLP headquarters who take it. That's who take it, because I had somebody set to clean this up.
What is with the roads and the parks? And see, somebody, we never got to play it on air, but I think a couple of days ago, we were talking about all of us, we were talking about roadworks and infrastructure, and somebody was like, oh, don't try to make it seem like only during election time roadworks and stuff is be going on. We ain't saying that, but it's certainly highlighted during election time, because I can tell you one thing. Go on every one of these MPs, prospective candidates' pages. I promise you they're talking about paving the road and cleaning parks.
And so much so that the whole minister, you never lied.
Exactly. I never lied. So y'all can't get mad at us when we say that. Now, Leroy, come on, man. You have to be a team player. Because he was only responding. Now, in Obi defense, in Obi defense, Obi was responding to Dennerly. Dennerly is the FNM's candidate, right? Dennerly said that it was her. Like, I fixed this.
Dennerly said, thank God for the Ministry of Works. They so wonderful.
Right, Dennerly said, I called them and I got it fixed. And then Obi said,
fix?
It was me. I did it.
Hold on,
and then Obi came with Clay.
Yeah. And we had the video. Do we have the video?
Obi and Clay was standing side by side. So we was like, okay, Obi win this one then because he with the minister.
When White Daddy show up, my brother.
But now, you all have the man who was the sitting MP who was supposed to be your brother saying,
road. Obi, you do what?
He said, yes, it was neglected. Because y'all neglected.
Yeah,
y'all ain't give me the money to fix it. Come on, Leroy.
You and your friends, if you and your friends did stop touching my contract them, it wouldn't have been no bush.
Leroy.
But I know you want me fight the PLP and cut the bush in the same sentence.
You know what? I got to have some respect for Leroy. Yeah. Leroy said, y'all ain't running me again. I don't want nothing to lose.
Yeah.
It is
but he also forewarned them that, hey, if y'all don't nominate X, boy, it could
Clint? You could say, you can't say the name me.
That's just like Mufasa.
Okay. What do you mean it's like Mufasa? So, so he was Team Clint?
Yeah.
But if he was Team Clint, did he vote in that meeting where it was 42-0?
He missed that meeting. Obviously, he's missed.
Because then if he was Team, then because it wasn't it 42-0? It should have at least been 41-1.
He missed the meeting about the park. and we missed the meeting about this thing. You don't do that to Leroy.
So Leroy said that if they didn't, he was going to be against them?
It could be him and them.
Oh,
and my grandma
really?
used to tell us, my grandma used to say, if y'all don't sit down in there, it could be me and y'all, and take my word for it.
Well,
it could be more me than y'all. And so Leroy must have told them the same thing. He said, if y'all don't nominate, it could be me and y'all, and take my word for it, it could be more me than y'all.
And he out there saying he doing it.
Now he come to break bottle on the court. That's what you used to call it in the neighborhood I grew up in.
The part, right? And Leroy say, thank you for cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Y'all is the one that, Leroy threw those rocks and he didn't even hide his hands. He said, it is me.
What I will commend Obi for is Obi understands something that I don't think older age politicians, and by older age I mean people who
is he considered young?
Obi should be 50. So, but the point is, younger people or people that are millennials, not necessarily what the people before us was. Those people,
Continue.
the boomers in them. I ain't sending you no email, Sandy. I calling you.
Now I
on
saw
your
everybody.
personal cell phone.
I saw everybody in the WhatsApp group. I saw they having more meetings now than they ever had before in life. I saw they, especially in that area that was so contentious.
If you just look at your phone like this, it's a good chance. It's a good chance.
You missed the WhatsApp.
You missed the WhatsApp.
So they should have sent him an email.
If when you take selfie, the selfie only got your top lip, nose, and forehead in it, it's a good chance you missed the WhatsApp, right? So it's possible. But I'm saying to you, if you get in government, in the sphere of government goings on, what you will find is that they say, send me an email. I'm not sending you no email. I know you don't read that. You know why? Because you and all the photo op, which means you ain't reading email.
Listen.
I'm calling you. And then I can send an email to follow this phone call. So Obi said, hey, I have a good relationship with B-Docs. And my B-Docs relationship was able to get the grass cut. It ain't cost $1.
Listen, can we stop fighting over parks and who paved the road? Because there's so many more social ills that need to be fought. Y'all really just concerning about a park being cut down? That grass was very brown, by the way.
That's how you know
That's,
water can't even reach the top of the grass.
That's what y'all concerned about?
Yes.
Come on. Leroy, that is not a reason to go against your party. Honestly, with elections so close.
Leroy say, y'all sabotage me.
Bahamas, and good afternoon to the people of the Nicholas Southern Shores. I've been bombarded with a lot of calls recently asking who is responsible for cleaning of boxes in Southern Shores. I just wanted to be clear that it was myself and members of the PLD branch of Southern Shores who contacted the Ministry President and the Minister and finally.
Yeah,
it's not the best audio, but he did say, I just wanted to be clear that it was us.
I think Leroy understands that, what Obi understands that this is a digital age, and you got to make sure that, because he who controls the narrative wins.
All I'm saying is, nobody wins when the party feuds. Or do you want it, at some point you have to decide, is the fight over this park worth the drama that could ensue for me releasing this video that may cause my party to lose the seat? Is it? Are you that petty? Are you that petty? But apparently he didn't want the nomination. He wanted his friend to have the nomination. So you trying to tell me?
Conditional nomination.
Okay, well then
that was I want it if you all give it to, but if you all ain't gonna give it to him, then I want it. And he's allowed to feel that way.
You are, but then you have conversations. You know how people say, and I say it all the time, and your mommy used to say, y'all fight in here. Fight in here. You and your sister and your brothers. But when you go out there, one big happy family, you better smile.
My granddaddy used to tell us, say, don't come here and tell me y'all get beat up. You know the reason I make so much of y'all? So no one could beat y'all up. Whatever he do, you defend him. You can find out why the fight start when you all reach back. So
I just don't think it was that big of a deal for the video.
When you all out, if your cousin get in a fight, you don't stand up there saying, well, what my cousin do? You just start fighting.
But my thing is, this fight wasn't even his fight. This was a fight between him and Donnelly, and then Leroy say, hi, y'all remember me? I'm still here.
He say he paved the road. No. That was me. He says, as a matter of fact, y'all moving into phase 2. You know what it means to, you see Atlanta's at the building phase. I mean, anytime you have more than one phase, this was big. Leroy said, I paved so much road. We had to do it in phase.
Y'all fix it, please. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. It is too close to election.
Independent candidacy. La.
Why would you do that? Were you that great of an MP? Honestly, I'm not even, I know nothing about him, which...
Well, if Minnis can run as an independent leader.
Yeah, but Minnis' name is different. Dr. Minnis' name carries weight. So let's be honest. He was a former prime minister. His name carries weight.
Yes, his name.
He was a former minister of health. His name carries weight. People know him.
Leroy was chairman of BAIC. The BAIC is a big deal.
How many
BAIC is a
people know?
bigger deal.
I'm going to ask the people in the comments. How many people know who Leroy Major is outside of being an MP?
He's the pastor of a big
I
Baptist
did not
church.
ask you. I said the people in the comments. I didn't ask you. I said the people in
When
the
people
comments.
think about you with Minnis, all they think about is my fellow Bahamians and residents.
Someone say you're right, Tony. No one wins. That's why I think Penn is favored to win that seat because the PLP is fighting. Someone say plenty bushes and Andros they need to tear down. You get your MPs now. Now is the time to tear down stuff. Tell Leroy go sit his jokey self down. We ain't doing that. They need to come cut down this huge coconut tree in my yard since they're looking for brownie points. Now is the time.
Yeah.
I keep telling people, this one keep telling me he could call the commissioner for me because it's bribery or extortion or whatever it
Madam
is.
Commissioner, I want you to listen to her mic. Go on.
Listen to me and listen to me good. Now is the time to get whatever you need to get from these MPs and these candidates. They come in and they're knocking on your doors and they're asking for your vote. So now is the time to say, oh, you want my vote? Could you cut down this tree that's been here bothering me for this time? There's a hole that no one has filled. Can you do that? I will give you all the 6 votes in the House. Now is the time to get your roads fixed, your parks fixed, your lights done. What else people is be complaining about?
Oh, I don't know these kind of things.
Now is the time. Even if you're asking for your ham, your turkey, or your Easter basket, like the people from yesterday, now is the time because they come and asking y'all for something. Ask them right back for something.
Does the name Michael Messick ring a bell to you?
Ask them right back for something.
Do you know why he gets
So you're going to just give them... You're just going to give them people y'all vote for free? They come in to play in y'all face and lie to y'all. So get what y'all need to get from them while the going is hot now. And the more votes you have in the House, you see all those people who called yesterday. You see what they kept saying? I have 10 votes in my house. I have 6 votes in my house. The more votes you have in your house, the more power you have. Don't let them knock on your door without asking them what they can do for you.
I feel like this is a wonderful... The views and opinions.
Just putting that out there.
Reflect the position.
Someone say Leroy would win 0 votes if he runs independent. I'm not saying buy me a fridge, buy me a stove.
No, but you say cut down the coconut tree.
Yes.
Yeah, that don't have nothing to do with the
No, not the coconut tree, but I mean fill the pothole. Even Rick Fox filling in potholes. He was standing in the middle of a big pothole the other day that he filled in. Everybody filling in potholes. Get your potholes filled.
Oh, and can we say, that said you said pothole. I drove South Beach Drive. I asked the woman if she mean the hole under the juju tree.
Is it there?
She mean the hole under the juju tree that her porch create.
Is there a hole in the road?
Yes.
Is there a hole in the road?
Yes.
Fix the hole in the road.
Now, she mean the hole in the road under the juju tree that was created by her driveway.
Is there a hole in the road?
Yes.
Fix the hole in the road.
Bacchus, the woman is right. There's a hole on South Beach Drive. You should look at that. It is right in front of her driveway. And if you know anything about construction, you know that you can run a hard surface into a softer surface because the soft surface get eroded. So if you didn't pour this driveway all the way onto the road like this, because I live South Beach Drive.
Is the hole in the road?
Yes.
Fix the hole in the road.
Anyway, so yesterday I was summoning the spirit of the prophet Elijah.
Oh, jeez.
You remember that?
Were you talking about this before we go to the break, or we talking about it going to the break and coming back?
Let's talk about it now.
Okay, there you go.
I summoned. You remember how I summoned?
I don't know.
Elijah?
I'm glad you didn't bring them foolishness back in there today. Of course, my sinuses act up yesterday.
So I summoned the spirit of Elijah to help the PLP with this hotel in Lucaya, because they need all the help they need. And so when I look and I realize that with the best set of accountants on the planet, with the best set of lawyers on the planet, and with the best set of negotiators on the planet, the PLP just can't see in the land that's playing with Lucaya. I've said I blame the Prime Minister, right? Why? Because the Prime Minister's the one that keep doing all the talking, right? Now I see Latre say unequivocally that is incorrect, that statement. No problem. I just think the Prime Minister should come out here.
We talked about this yesterday. We're not going back in the depth of this again today. So I'm just trying to tell people how you got to watch sometimes when you're summoning the spirit of a powerful prophet. You got to be careful. You ain't do nothing but put on that fake grass and that smelly headpiece, and you don't even light the candles. You said I was trying. I told you whenever the candles light, that means the hotel on fire.
Right? So it's a good thing the candles ain't like Bobby was on it.
Okay.
But lo and behold, after summons in the spirit of Elijah, I called for fire, and next thing I know, the F&M look like it on fire.
What does one have to do with the next? How is the F&M on fire? It looked like a single man is on fire.
So apparently, you mean one of their best candidates, former Minister of National Security and former Deputy Commissioner of Police?
I liked Marvin Dames. I liked him. I thought he was
this
very
one don't look
personable.
good.
I thought he was very personable when he was in there. He was one of those ministers when I was in my time in news that you would call. He would actually answer his phone. Honestly, very personable. I had no issues with him. But he keep getting mixed up in little drama, man.
And I know how.
But you know, this could have been a mistake. You know?
Well, I like the fact, let me tell you, I like most about his response. We got to put the response up.
Yeah, put the statement up. No, we gotta. Okay, so we're gonna put the statement up and then explain what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he said in his statement, right? My brother, that boat belonged to me and my wife.
He's trying to throw his wife under the bus.
Yeah, he started off with that. I want to tell you all about who all own this boat. I own one half and she owned the next half. Which part the drugs was in?
Okay, so
he said.
So let me tell y'all what this is in relation
Sure.
to. Let me read it. So a Bahamian man was caught in Florida with 200 kilograms of cocaine on a private vessel in waters near Florida. Apparently, he admitted to his guilt after U.S. law enforcement questioned him. So he said that anyway, he was on this boat. The boat was caught with 200 kilograms of cocaine. You know how much that's worth, approximately?
Plenty. More than he's making a salary.
I'm just asking if you know, because you said if it wasn't for jail, you would have do it. So I thought you would have known how much it was worth.
Well, they say 1 kilo of coke is retail in America for about $30,000.
Anyway, the guy got caught by the U.S. Coast Guard coming from the Bahamas over there with this. I could Google it. I could ask Chatty how much 200 kilograms.
I think it's somewhere in the story. But
anyway, so he got caught with it, and then it came out that the private vessel that he was on was owned by,
or that there is some interest for sure.
Yeah.
By the Dames' family.
Because he said him and his wife.
Yeah.
Do we have his statement? Can we put his statement up so we could read the statement that he said, that he sent out?
We have the statement.
I could find it if we don't.
But anyway, so he said.
This is a picture, not a statement.
So apparently, the statement says that him and his wife entered into an agreement with a partner.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Here is what the partner looks like.
Oh, jeez.
Ta-da! Marvin Dames' partner.
Now, in his defense, he just
Where
said
did Marvin Dames even ever meet this boy? Think about Marvin Dames.
In his defense, right, he may have many businesses. He could have been in shipping. He could have been in driving. He could have been doing many things. He never said what the business is. So you're trying to tell me because somebody is of a certain caliber, they can't hang with other people? They can't
I'm asking a very specific question.
Well, only him could say.
Where do you suspect Marvin Dames does go? That he just run into Pookie them?
Can we take this picture now? This is very jokey to me. Let me read his statement.
Sure.
This is what he said. I have been informed that an individual with whom my wife and I...
Show us the individual.
Do not show... with whom my wife and I entered into a business arrangement in 2024 has been arrested in Broward County on allegations related to controlled substances. He said, to be clear, neither my wife or I had any knowledge of, involvement in, or benefited from the alleged unlawful activity connected to this matter. At no time did I nor my wife authorize, participate, or sanction in any criminal conduct. He goes on to say, as the former senior officer of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, I've dedicated my life to law enforcement, to the enforcement of law and the protection of our country. I will not speculate on allegations that are now before the courts. My wife and I will fully cooperate with any lawful inquiry in the Bahamas or United States.
He should have said, as former Minister of National Security, which trumps his weight as a senior police officer.
No, I think the reason he didn't say, I think there's a reason he didn't say as former Minister of National Security.
But as former Minister of National Security, put the picture of Pookie background. You could have then do a vet in the Pookie. You know what that means? You had all the resources in the world to find out what Pookie does do. And to use that as a senior police officer in this climate don't make no sense. Curtis is a senior police officer, where he is. Sonny Miller is a senior police officer, where he is.
Can I ask?
We ain't finished yet. what the next man name?
No, you ain't getting me in this.
The man with the recording.
You
that
ain't
he need to
getting
carry
me
all
in
the way to
this.
Scotland Yard.
You ain't getting
We
me
could
in
just
that.
call his mummy and ask his mummy. This sound like Mikey? What he is?
Now,
what does being a senior police?
Could you take this down? Could you take this down? I cannot keep looking at the picture. I will say this. This is my only issue. I'm not even addressing what you said just now, because just because he's a senior police officer doesn't mean that he doesn't know people. He may have come from certain places, and even though he moves from these places, he's still connected with people that are in those places, right? So this is what my question is. And this is for me.
Yeah.
Why even mention your wife, man? I feel like you backed up
Marvin
us up
say-
over your
Marvin
wife.
say, listen
Because
to me.
we had a conversation the other day when we were talking about the guy and the body cam footage and all of that.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons a lot of people speculated that he may have pled guilty was because he didn't want the girlfriend, and I think it was the Grammy or whoever, to go to jail, because that's what people is told. Why even bring that woman? My wife and I. The only time you ever say my wife and I
Is
is
at
at the
your wedding
wedding,
reception.
when you say on behalf of my wife and I, and then
that's the one time
everybody
you
go
get away with
crazy.
it. Yeah.
Why would you even call that woman?
I don't know.
Marvin, no one associated her with that at all. They said you.
Yes, Marvin said
Why
boat.
he backed that bus up over his wife, man?
You all find a boat? But my brother, the only boat I own is the one my wife own. You see my wife name on it too?
I would divorce him right away. I mean, come on. I know we're laughing at it. It's a serious matter.
But it is also seriously funny.
And I will also say the man pled guilty, and he did not call Dame's name at all.
But I want to say
he
this.
said, hold on, let's be real. If we're gonna be real, he said he was going to eat it.
He was going to eat it.
Adding that he was solely responsible for the crime. So going to eat it really means I can take this one for the team. He shouldn't even say going to eat it.
Okay.
Why would he say going to eat it?
Okay.
I mean, anyway.
Hold on, read the whole sentence. Read the whole sentence.
Seemingly referring to a potential criminal charge, the suspect, I'm not going to call his name, even though you allowed his face all over the TV,
He convicted,
said
you call his name?
he was going to eat it.
Yeah, so when they say, boy, you know how much dope this is? He said, yeah. They said, well, who dope? Who and you own this dope? He said, man, I tell them when I get catch, I can just eat it. That means he's a mule.
But he said he was guilty, and he was solely involved in the smuggling of the
Yeah, he's
narcotics.
a mule. You one can't be responsible solely for 200 kilograms of cocaine.
He coming right back. We're going to take this
Yeah,
break.
not you
We'll be
one.
back right now.
Okay, him one.
Please sir, take us
If you
to the
believe
break.
that, I will sell you this bridge.
Please take us to the break.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Once something becomes the common behavior, it is the common behavior. When you operate at that level, personal emotions simply cannot float to the top.
For the average normal person that goes to the store, things like that affect us.
They must be judicious in the execution of their duty.
Well, I think whatever the nurses want, give it to them. Hedges, you know, you do everything on your phone now. You see how old he is?
What are we walking back? That Bimini is no longer an island?
That's
Okay,
not
because-
what he was trying
because
to
he also-
say. Well, I don't even know what Red Basket anymore either. What do y'all people say?
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, This is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hall Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
You're listening to us on 103.5 The Beat FM, channel 224, that's on cable, channel 112 on Flow, and of course on ILTV Studios on Facebook, and now on Eye on the Nation on YouTube, where you can actually be a part of the conversation by commenting in the comment section.
Let us know. We have an amazing group of people that comment on Facebook, but you could comment, let us know how you feel about the comments that the conversations that we're having. If you want us to talk about something else, even if you just want to say hi, you can also do it on YouTube. We'll compile them and then we'll read.
Now,
oh gee,
you laughed yesterday when I told you I was summoning the spirit of Elijah. You remember that? You remember how you were kikied at me?
We all are kikied at you in that fake grass with that thing on your head.
But I told you, I said, listen, PLP look like they're in trouble. I have to do what I could do about Lukaya. Do you remember the chant? Fire, fire, fire on Lukaya.
But nothing happened with Lukaya, Kaya.
But don't worry about that.
He gone the wrong way.
The fire.
they say when you pray to God, you be specific. Because you could ask for one thing and you get something else. Be specific.
Yeah, but we knew Lukaya didn't catch on fire because the candles never lit. If the candles had lit, I would have been able to report to you that the Alukaya problem was no more.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Marvin didn't say he was a senior police officer, and that's why you can't implicate him in these things, because he spent his whole life fighting crime and criminality.
Right, and senior police officers don't do things that land them in jail.
Well, I breathe a blow of air out my lungs good enough yet when, lo and behold, unbeknownst to me, up on the Eyewitness webpage comes a picture of a senior police officer convicted of 6 years. Guess what for? You can guess?
Drugs.
Well, you know what kind? The same kind what in the boat would register.
What's one have to do with the next?
You see, this is what has happened when you don't watch enough Sesame Street. You know Sesame Street told you all when we were 6. Two of these things belong together. Two of these things are...
But he pled guilty, though. He ended up pleading guilty.
Who plead guilty?
See,
Pookie?
Sonny.
Sonny ain't plead guilty. That's why he got in jail. If he did plead guilty, he would have get 18
Oh, I thought he did. Anyway,
No.
so if y'all didn't know, let me read. Oh, sorry.
People say, boy, Sonny was right there with us offloading the plane with Lone Coke was on it. And Sonny never tell us he was the police until you all pull up. That's when we find out.
Anyway, if you don't know what we're talking about, you was there?
I followed the case in court.
Former Police Staff Association President Sonny Miller has been sentenced to 6 years in prison after he was convicted of multiple drug-related charges, 10 counts connected to drug offenses. It stemmed from a police operation that led to the discovery of illegal drugs and his subsequent arrest. 6 years for cocaine.
Maybe 47, I think.
They didn't say it. Excuse me. They didn't say his age in this one.
I think he's about 47 years old. He should go, yeah, man, he could come back out and all he have his time after that. He could start his life. But when I listened to the case, I thought he would get 7 years. So I think the judge was lenient based on the facts of the case that I've heard. And I want to say, I think Sonny ordinarily was a good policeman.
I've interviewed him many times in his role as
I think he's fought a
Police
good
Staff
fight
Association.
and has gained many benefits for police officers. But my friends, it looks today as if he's headed to the calaboose.
You know what? I just hope Marvin Clare's wife knew. That's all I want.
I want you to read the part of the story about how they find the dope.
Jeez. Hold on. Let me see.
That's the best piece of this whole story.
In the same one that I was reading?
Yes.
No, man, it ain't say.
It's right there. It's
Okay, during a border inspection, members of the United States Coast Guard, I can't read today, observed multiple brick-shaped objects in plain view.
Let me translate that for you all. So the U.S. Coast Guard was passing, la 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 la. U.S. Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard.
They tested it, they realized it was cocaine. Y'all didn't even put a blanket over it? A towel?
They made it thought it was the newborn baby. He wanted them to know it was coke. So he was.
This was his first time.
As somebody in another incarnation of my life, I've done document boardings, and boardings are very routine. They call them routine boardings, right? Where unless you have a reason to search for something, you don't. So he said,
was in plain sight. What happened to the days when criminals used to hide stuff?
He saw them life from Miami. He said, "Well, my God, Miami. He'd probably call him mommy or not mommy. These millionaires." He probably did. If you got the cocaine where the Coast Guard is searched this boat, I understand the Coast Guard.
They said it was in plain sight.
They could see from the bridge. the captain say.
They said.
That's coke.
They observed multiple brick-shaped objects in plain view on board the vessel.
And this don't sound like a mule to you?
They also had 248 bottles of cough syrup. You know they do the cough syrup and the Sprite and drink it.
He probably going to jail for more time for the cough syrup than the coke. This coke is safe drugs now in America. It's that fentanyl, cough syrup stuff that they trying to get
Let
rid
me
of.
see how much. You think Chatty could tell me? Chatty may think I'd be trying to do something illegal if I ask. How much
this is what happened, right?
200?
The Coast Guard, you listening? The Coast Guard say, la 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 la, Coast Guard, Coast Guard, Coast Guard. Hey, random registered vessel from a foreign country. How you doing? Are you all right? Where you going? Miami. Where you come from? The Bahamas. Okay. Boy, that's coke. Man, pull this boat to the side.
I want to let y'all know that Chatty told me that I hear your question, but I cannot help you figure out the value. Chatty, I'm not trying to do anything criminal. I just wanted people to know how much it was worth. Chatty said they can't tell me.
Random person sitting in the office like ChatGPT.
Chatty say, I cannot, but if you are curious as to why drug prices vary or want to understand the economics behind it, I can help you.
USDA,
but I cannot tell you how much it is worth.
USDA, don't mind that our cell phones say we in proximity to one another. When we leave here, we drive in two different directions.
Chatty say, absolutely not.
Like that.
Anybody know? I just really want to know. I'm just curious.
The last I checked, it was $30,000 per kilogram of cocaine.
30?
Yeah.
So 30 times 200. You know, I don't know that either. I got to ask Chatty.
It's about $600,000.
Okay. You could hide that, though. Why you mean hide it?
You don't hear what I say?
No, we heard you. We just don't believe anything you're saying right now, but we heard you.
The Coast Guard only wanted to see this boy passport. Where do you have any arms and ammunition? No one with sense takes that to America.
No one with sense would tell drugs in plain sight.
I tell you.
I want to see the kind of boat this was. Did they say
coke from the bridge? I tell you, they say all that is coke you have there. That's how it happened. Did you read the story? The fella ain't cover the coke.
Someone say 6 million, hon.
6 million? What I said. That's why
you say 600,000. Yeah, someone say 6 million. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So they probably tell Muley. They say, Muley, if you could get all this coke would be able to cover up into America, Muley, we can make you a millionaire. He said, a millionaire?
Anyway,
my family's a millionaire.
I hope that.
You know where he going?
I hope that. I really don't want us to be involved in another scandal. Honestly, I don't want the country to be involved in another scandal. So I'm hoping that as a senior police official, Mr. Marvin James had nothing to do with it.
You mean as a former Minister of National Security?
He didn't say that. In his statement, he did not call himself a former Minister of National Security for a specific reason. Because people are now, and I'm not saying me, go under the comments. People are now adding 1 + 1 and getting 6.
You know?
And they because you know there was a senior government official, and then nobody ever, and I ain't saying it, but people are saying it, and and I think that's why he left it out his statement because he didn't want to be associated with it. But Bahamians are associating. So now this is my question.
Why
still
you
gonna run
laying
him?
high
No,
the
I mean
coke?
is that
Because that's the question I had. Boy, all this coke you just leave right where the coast.
Are they still gonna run him? Do you think this is enough of a black eye for them to be like, bro?
Well, what
we gotta pull this nomination back. No, you don't think it is. You think he should still?
No, he's one of the most popular fellas on the ticket. If they lose him, who they can send? Unless they want to save Travis. Yeah, if y'all want to save Travis.
I'm put Travis there.
No.
Because Travis fighting for his life.
You tell Travis, you really, you tell people you from Being Time, but you really from St. Barnabas. Travis grew up on Market Street.
I feel like they owe Travis.
Travis, we can send Jamal over there. Since Mikhail just built swimming pool, let's see if Jamal can swim. Send him over there. You go back to the people of St. Barnabas and tell them you missed the time.
Listen.
You taught.
Listen, I can't be serious right now.
I'm trying to help them out. You don't want me to go, now I have to get more regalia.
No, I'm just asking, no, honestly, all fun and jokes aside, could you be serious for a minute?
Serious for a minute.
Thank you. Do you think it's enough of a black eye for them to say, look?
No.
No. So you think that he should continue?
No, I think they're that arrogant. I think the arrogance.
No, I'm not asking if you think they will. I'm asking if you think that they should. If this is enough.
Oh, naturally, in the Westminster system, once a scandal.
Yeah, but this is just. But is it really a scandal? There's nothing to connect into it other than the boat at this time.
Other than the boat registration.
When I went, okay, so if I went into business,
other than the boat registration,
if I went into
your boat ain't
business,
stolen, your boat ain't reported missing.
If I lend somebody my car and they get caught with drugs in my car,
yeah, you know where you got.
I could say, no, I ain't going nowhere because I wasn't in the car. I could say, bro, I lent him the car. He could say, I lent him the boat. I didn't know what he was going to do with that.
No.
You don't think people commit crimes in other people's car before and they had no? I'm asking a question.
Sure,
I'm
yes,
just playing devil's advocate. There's a high possibility that he just didn't know.
No. I wanted to see this is why I like having a co-host. Because now I get to tell things about my personal life to a random stranger. Do you know that when I meet women, luckily I don't be trying to meet women, but when I meet women who do not ordinarily run in my circle, I run their name through the AS400. Because I want to know their criminal antecedents. You trying to tell me a whole, well, not the AS400, but I have ways of getting information is what I really meant to say just now. So people with access to the AS400, I mean y'all. But I do know how to find about people's criminal antecedents. And the point I'm making to you is
as somebody of his caliber, he should have done at least a background check. But let me ask you something. So is this his first, if this would have been his first, clearly it's his first because he didn't even try to put the sheet over the coke. If it was clean, then how was I to know? If this was his first time doing something like this?
My brother, and that's why he's going to the calaboose, the United States of America. What I'm telling you is it ain't no way a whole former minister of national security with the reach and the tentacles that do you know how many things the minister of national security is aware of? Nobody in this country knows more than the Minister of National Security in
He is not the Minister of National Security anymore. And if the man didn't have a record, how would he have known? I'm just asking the other questions.
Because
we
they
cannot
do things
condemn
in
him
crime
without
called the composition of criminal nexus and association charts.
If the man has never been caught, he's never been conducted, they didn't have him associated with anybody that was associated with.
Pookie, he mean Muley. If Muley had the steal.
I ain't calling that man Muley either.
Why we can't call him that? He's obviously a mule. He said he's getting to eat 200 kilos of coke. He have to be a mule. If Muley
I'm so tired of you. I am tired.
Enough,
I am tired.
Muley ain't running this coke through the Bahamian chain.
I'm not saying that he was
carrying this into America.
And obviously he's not the one in charge because the one in charge they don't do the dirty work. But that don't mean it have to be the one who owned the boat.
I don't know where you go to find 200 kilos of cocaine.
On the boat with no sheet over it because he didn't even. Anyway, we'll see what comes out.
And so I'm saying to you that if you've ascended to Minister of do you know how many
Why you keep looking up? What up there?
That's how high Minister of National Security is. Do you know how many people brief the Minister of National Security daily?
And my question to you is, if he had no prior criminal record, let me finish.
Go ahead.
If he has not been associated with any criminals, because there's there's lock you up too when they feel like you associated with someone. And they want. So there's no, don't think the police don't know you associated with someone who.
They call them criminal, nefarious criminal nexuses. That's what it's called.
So if he has had none of that, right? How was he supposed to know that this man, he went a business and they didn't say what the business was?
Obviously one that included a boat that him and his wife.
It could have been fishing. Please stop calling her my wife. I want better for her.
The man called his wife name.
It could have been fishing. Conking. Luxury tours.
Cocaine running. These are all things you need boat for. And all
I am tired. The man already eat the charges. Literally, he said I can eat it. He took the charges. He said he was working alone. We know he wasn't working alone, but it's nothing we could do. Leave the man alone.
He sounded like he going to jail for the same amount of time as Tony. You know Tony? Huh?
I don't want to answer that question because I know something stupid's coming after it. I will bite the bullet. Who's Tony
The
leaving?
fella who killed Delia and the judge sentenced to 99 years. He going to jail for the same amount of time as Tony. Yeah. And you know something?
But you know in all those movies you watch, let's take care of the family.
99 years is a long time, right? And you how old he is
It
today?
might not be 99 years. The
Oh no,
single
he going
government
to jail.
official.
He going to cough syrup too?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Boy, you going to jail for 99 years. Listen to me. 99 years is a long time. But we understand that with all that time, at the age of 30, you mightn't be able to do all that time. So my recommendation to you is just do what you could do and leave the rest.
Okay, can we leave this alone now? Because we have to open up the phone lines. And there's a story that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
That I'd never heard about any of this in the...
drag queen lawyer?
Yes! How we didn't talk about that yet? I mean, I know we want to talk with James.
Yeah.
We don't talk with James. We're going to open up the phone lines. If anybody has any comments or anything, you're welcome to call and finish talk with this man about James. But...
And Muley.
This kind of thing does not happen here. There has to be an update to the story by now, though.
He ain't know what all he won't be. He won't be a cross-dresser.
Can you let me read the story first so people can know what we're talking about?
Oh boy, go on.
So a man accused of cross-dressing as a woman while posing as a legal professional, was arraigned today in court. Well, this story was a long time, and he should have been arraigned. We don't have the update yet. But authorities say that this 30-year-old man faces 13 counts of forgery, 13 counts of possession of forged documents, and 13 counts of uttering false documents. He's also charged with 4 counts of fraud by false pretense, 4 counts of money laundering, 1 count of procuring a forged document, and 3 counts of pretending to be a counsel and attorney, and an attorney. So they said that this man misrepresented himself not only as a qualified attorney and carried out fraudulent activities, he did it while pretending to be a woman.
Yes.
I need a photo.
Yes.
I need a photo because I need to see who these clients were that he sat in front of that said that it was like, this man looked, this woman looked a little funny. I need a photo. I need to see what he looked like. Somebody send me a photo. If y'all have a photo. I need to see. Pretending to be a woman?
What I also want to know.
I need to see. You're not curious to see what he looks like?
Sure. What I also want to know is if this the same woman, man who robbed Robin Hood Fidelity Bank.
What?
Does this have to be the same person?
They said this man pretended to be a woman. So I have a question for lawyers out there. Is it that easy to pretend to be a lawyer? I've heard of people pretending to be dental.
Fella pretend to be a police, show up to work early every
No.
day.
Now, he had a police uniform and he had a fake badge that I guess you could get from. But most the fraternity, that's what they call it, right, of lawyers is a small group, I would assume here. Everybody know everyone.
2,300 of them, though.
Right, and then but when they go in court, and I've been in court enough times to know, they also speak to the judge by rank or seniority. You try and tell me this man ain't sit up in there and them senior officials, the senior attorneys ain't say, y'all know who that is? What law firm he work for?
You know what my daddy used
They
to
didn't ask no questions.
My daddy
Not
used to
who he
say-
is, sorry, but who she is.
My daddy used to say, if you go somewhere and you don't belong there, just keep walking. If no one don't stop you, you don't stop yourself.
So
Just
you don't
walk.
need
you walk
credentials.
in the
I'm
court,
asking.
You sit down.
I never had a lawyer.
When the judge say,
Oh, jeez.
counsel, you say, good morning, my lord. I appear on behalf of Francesca.
So my question is, you don't need credentials?
No, then all the judge asks you is, for the record, For the record, please state your name. My
So
name
you don't.
is.
I'm asking. You don't need. If you're saying that this person,
credential, no.
you don't have to prove that you're a lawyer.
No.
Oh, I'm just asking. I just thought you would have to
All you
prove
have to
that
do
you.
is go in court long enough to know all the things. So when the judge come in, you stand up. When the judge sit down, you bow. You don't sit down. They can know you're in the
No,
lawyer.
they say,
so
yeah,
you bow.
yeah.
When the judge bow, then you wait on the judge to sit down. You sit down.
I really want to see a photo of this man
And
that
then you
pretended
just,
to be a woman
if you
and a
saw
lawyer.
him, they, whatever that is, you just wait.
And I
until-
need other information. Did he win his cases? Because that would be amazing if he won his cases. Did he? Because there was a guy who got accused of the same thing. He won all of his cases pretending to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
He did it as a man. I don't understand. I really want to know why he chose to do it as a woman. Is he a man that lives his life as a woman and so that just happened? Or did he just pretend to be a woman to be a lawyer?
I don't know, but what I do know is that psychology of a criminal 101 is true, and that offenders offend, because none of the fellas in the last 2 weeks that we've talked about that been charged with anything get charged with one thing. They like to do, like a mixed bag of crime. They want to do a little cross-dressing, identity thieving, be a lawyer. What else he do? All kind of other things.
Yeah, because I guess all of the charges are associated with him pretending to be a lawyer. So the forged documents and all of that, I guess he prepared.
Yeah,
he
but you
prepared
remember-
legal
But
documents.
you remember the Haitian fella last week? He ain't just want a passport. Everybody just want a passport.
Don't
He's
remind
not
me of the
to be outdone.
passport
He
situation.
want
please.
passport.
Don't remind
He
me of
want
the
NIV
passport
card.
situation.
He want voter's card.
Maybe he actually wanted to be a lawyer, just couldn't pass the bar exam. And
He also sound like he can't pass a psychometric exam.
I don't know why he pretended to be a woman. I really do. I want to know if he pretended to be a woman to practice law, or if he's living his life as a woman.
Or because he realizes that we live in a society where we let women get away with so much more.
Oh, jeez. Well, he didn't get away with it because he got
Or
charged.
because they found out he was a man.
and
they still thought he was a woman.
We got to
He
have the
was a
update
lawyer.
on this because
He's a hotshot
he
lawyer.
should have already been charged, eh?
Yeah.
We have to get an update on this. And if somebody have a photo, please, man. And I want to see him in his lawyer form. I don't want to see how he got into court. I want to see him when he had on that lawyer outfit and he went to court. That's what I want to see.
So you don't want to see him dressed in drag?
That's what I assume.
you wanna see him dressed
Yeah,
in
I
drag?
assume when he went to court, he was a man.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see him how he was in court, how he represented his clients. Somebody have to have a photo.
Yeah,
Come
nobody
on,
takes a
man.
picture of their lawyer. And nobody really takes pictures in court.
Well, you know, the lawyers in the States going viral now. They doing TikToks when they get their clients off free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a new trend now. So maybe they did it with this.
And you think he, oh boy.
You think he? That's what I want to know. They say he was arraigned on 51 charges.
Yeah.
But
That's almost as much as Adrian. Jesus. What? I'm not lying. That is almost as much. Oh boy.
I need a photo. That's all I'm saying. I need a photo.
I want you to be serious.
I want to see. We're gonna open up the phone lines.
Yeah. You want to do it now?
Yeah, let's do it now. I
what we
need
asking
to
these
talk to
people
someone. Oh, we
Should
do have
you
a
call
poll
your wife
question.
mail and the police?
That is not our poll question for the day.
No, that's a really good one.
No.
When the police come to lock you
No,
up,
that
should
is
you
not
tell the
our
police,
poll question for the
"Take
day.
my wife with me."
Should it be something like, if this is enough for the FNM to withdraw his nomination?
Sure.
You like that one?
Sure. Travis, don't let them swing you, my brother.
Travis,
Don't mind you
don't
then print Fort Charlotte. They can print more.
Answer
Tell
us
them-
in the comments. You can give us a call, 323-777-5698-0775. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. The phone lines are open.
Yeah. They say this could save Travis. I checked the tide over here in Fort Charlotte, boy, the water deep. Even me who could swim, don't jump in the ocean, my brother. All right?
Listen, he's still, you know what? I know y'all is make fun of him and people make fun of him. Me?
Yeah.
I was dropping out. I was going to tell them, I'm sorry, no. Because a lot of that money is their own money, their own time.
I know.
You know, you're putting your own time into that, being on the ground, doing that. You put in your own resources, your own money into that. Me with my $2 fighting someone with 200?
Travis is about 28 years old, right?
No, man. I think Travis in his 30s now, eh?
Oh, Teddy, that's fine.
No, all I'm saying is I commend him. I commend him.
I presume that the fella he's in the race against got more money than he got minutes left.
Yeah.
From Teddy
No, but I just saying, I commend him for not dropping out. I was dropping out. I don't have that. I don't have that. I was going
So if
to, as a
Money
matter
is
of
gonna
fact,
win an election, my
from
friend,
he announced, I was going to the
look at you act
council.
like you ain't scared.
Oh,
You say I ain't scared.
I was going to the council, to the board, to
And you say,
whoever.
I've taken on
and
Goliath before.
I was saying, I'm so sorry, it ain't happening. Unless I'm not doing it.
Travis is a senior member of the party. You know he's deputy.
I
chairman.
am not doing it. Now, unless he's doing it to see if he could get a certain amount of votes. But I would love to see. But I just saying, I commend him for sticking it out.
I was gonna tell them.
He did a walkabout the other day, I saw.
Chairman, I ain't towing no line. You all send Mossive over there by the swimming pool. Put me in St. Barnabas.
Someone said yes, but they're all arrogant, so Dames ain't going nowhere.
I tell you, Dames ain't moving. Dames ain't moving no better. I just
Travis
want you
Slade,
to understand.
Travis Slade, a giant before.
Travis Slade, a 72-year-old man that was fainting on stage. That is not the same candidate that he has to contend now. So let's let us. If we can talk, you want me to play the jiggle? If we can talk sense, let's talk sense. This ain't the same thing. And I just told you that this man have more dollars than Travis have minutes left in his life.
However,
let's go to this phone line.
Go to the phone line.
However, you want to disagree with that?
No, I agree. I'm just saying.
By the time as Travis had met
him
BJ,
for not quitting. Because I would have quit. I commend him.
No, but he
I
have to quit. He's a senior member of the party. The party have to accommodate him. He's a senior member of the party.
Someone said, keep in mind, Travis was in that area for a year. They all thought that Sears was going to run. And then the people that went on them, yes. And when it was announced
and when they
that who it was,
too.
I was gone.
They pulled that, I pulled out.
Let's not act like they haven't switched constituencies now. That deputy ain't running in this thing.
The Carlton Boleg fella was in Nabi. You remember that? Carlton Boleg was ratified for Nabi. When Carlton Boleg see that they nominate Leonardo Lightweight again, Carlton say, boy, cheapest I get out of here. That don't make no sense. No, Berry Island, I love you. And he gone right in Berry Island.
I cannot stand you today. I don't know what it is. With
One
you
week,
today.
Carlton Boleg come on TV say, I love the people in North Andros. The people North Andros is my home. I've never turned my back on them, even after I lost. And I just want to serve the people in North Andros. I see the PLP say, Leo Lightweight. Carlton say, what? Not again.
Someone say,
Berry Island.
The YouTube is buffering. Can y'all check that, please? 323-77775. Give us a call. Whatever you want to talk about. You don't have to. Oh, I'm trying to shut you up and you keep
What
going.
is your connection to this new constituency? He said, I score to me all the time. That's my second home.
I just say, listen, to put yourself out there for public service, it takes a lot. I know it.
But brother, you're a senior member of that party. They have to accommodate you.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Hey, it's time to lock in your vote.
Your vote is your power.
With the new boundaries in place, you may need to transfer or confirm your voter registration.
And if you have never registered or didn't plan to vote,
don't get left out on one of the most important decisions of your future.
Make sure when election day comes, you're ready to say,
your say, your vote, your choice.
Have you registered to vote? Join us February 18th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at ILTV Studios on University Drive.
So you want a space, but not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing